Now, Devin is a badass. Devin is strong. I think things have changed now. So I'm going to ask you, what do you think Devin versus Hermes?
I think
we
that
different opinion right
Yeah.
there. So, are you saying Devin's the number one guy in the world right now?
what if Hermes says yes to Devin's match? That's only 4 weeks away, and he
No, it's
mentioned 5 weeks away, and he mentioned that he felt his shoulder issue.
So here's the deal. Devin was supposed to rematch Gennady. Levon was supposed to pull Morozov. Levon got injured, so Gennady stepped in to pull Morozov. So Gennady was going to pull Morozov, and then 5 weeks later, he's going to pull Devin. Well, then Gennady gets injured, so Georgie steps in to pull Morozov. Because he's injured, Devin no longer has a match. So Devin has been looking for a match at East versus West 9, which I believe is August 26th. He did say prior he would like to pull, if they came through it easy, injury-free, he'd like to pull the winner or the loser of Jerry versus Hermes. I believe the match to make would be him versus Hermes. I don't think it's him versus Jerry. Him and Jerry could pull it here in the United States. There's a lot of options there. Hermes and Devin have had history, back and forth, talking a lot of smack. Now, this is my personal opinion. Back when that smack talking started, Devin was the favorite. I think things have changed now. I think Hermes is the big favorite. Now, Devin is a badass. Devin is strong. You listen to John Brzenk say Devin's the strongest he's ever been. He can do it all. I mean, Devin's always been able to do everything. Nothing has changed in Devin's arsenal, except he's gotten much, much stronger. He still has the same skill set. His mind fuckery may be better now, like his ability to get into your head in the setup and do all those things, that might be better now. But the biggest difference we have seen, if you're paying attention to Devin Lair, is his strength. He has gotten much, much stronger than the Devin of the past, right? So has all the same skills, just much, much stronger. That being said, Devin has always struggled with speed. Hermes has an astronomical amount of speed. People are like, okay, I don't think there's a chance in hell of Devin top rolling Hermes. King's moving, nothing. I don't think there's a chance that he beats him outside. Unless somehow he fatigues his hand crazily and then comes outside and catches him just and blows him up a lot. Fresh for fresh, I don't see him beating his hand. Which leaves Devin having to take his long frame and turning in to Hermes. Devin has the longer arm. Hermes has the shorter arm. In my experience, if you're trying to press a shorter arm guy, you're forcing them into a wedge. Hermes has so much side pressure. We saw it against Jerry. I'm saying 3-1 favorite, Hermes. 75% chance Hermes wins convincingly. That does not mean Devin can't pull it off. Devin is capable. I don't think it is great for Devin's story for him to pull Hermes in 5 weeks if his story is one of him riding the way back to that number one in the world shot.
That being said, is 5 weeks a better time than 8-10 weeks?
I mean, Devin's been prepping already. Yeah. So this is going to be a fully prepped Devin. Now, think about it. Gennady was going to pull Morozov and then pull Devin 5 weeks later. There's no way Gennady's match with Morozov would have been easier than Hermes' match with Jerry. So Hermes should be fresher than what Gennady would have been coming out of this event, and Gennady was still going to pull Devin. So Hermes, unless his shoulder's messed up, should definitely take this match, in my opinion.
If he doesn't take it, do you look at that as dodging, or
I think he knows something about it. He said, I don't want to compete unless I'm 100%.
Right.
Now, I've never competed at 100%. There's always an injury somewhere, right? But he said that in his interview, his post-match interview. If his shoulder's okay, he says, check it out today, check it out, give him 2-3 days. If his shoulder's okay, then he'd probably accept the match, most likely accept the match. But he doesn't need the match. He has the title. Devin's the one chasing that title. Devin's the heavyweight champ going against the super heavyweight champ if this match happens. I feel like neither one of them need the match. They're both accomplished. They don't need anything. They could both retire right now and be amazing. But if you're looking at which athlete benefits the most from a victory, to me it's Devin. Hermes doesn't benefit as much from beating Devin as Devin benefits from beating Hermes. But I think it's 75% Hermes wins 3-0, 25% chance Devin wins 3-2, 1% chance, I've already done 100%, so that's impossible. I mean, it's possible that Devin could win 3-0 if he somehow found a way to bleed him in the setup and pump him up and pull him up and then catch him in the King's move and fatigue him. I just don't see it. He knows how to beat a King's move, you know?
Todd pipe.
Yeah, Todd pipe. So I'm going to ask you, what do you think Devin versus Hermes?
Me?
Yeah.
You're asking me, okay.
Now, I want your honest opinion. I mean, you know both guys. You know, you watched it. You see what's up. What do you think? What's up, guys? Here's a clip from a podcast I did from Wham Band's podcast that was released last Wednesday. Tennis ball size amount of bone in my elbow.
You don't mind if we show a picture of this, right? A little clip?
I'll send it to you. Yeah,
We're going to show a little clip right here. Take a peek right here.
Go check it out and give the guy sub.
Okay. I think that Hermes has definitely come a long way, and that I think that his strength is going to be above that of Devin's. But I think that Devin's game is going to be way above that of Hermes. Hermes has not faced anybody like Devin.
Because there is nobody like that.
No, because there is nobody like Devin. So I believe that if Hermes takes this match, which, by the way, I do not think it's dodging him if he doesn't accept it right after just having done this. There are plenty of top super heavies out there that would not accept a match 4 or 5 weeks after just having a super match, whether it looks like they struggled or not. I do not believe that. I think that he would want to give proper attention to a peak for that match, because it is going to be a match. Even if Devin doesn't bring the top end strength, what he is going to bring to the table from the time that the match is announced until the very last ready, go, and call into that match, it's going to be an all-in mental, physical game. And you need to be prepared for that. So I think that Devin wins that. And I think that he wins it.
He wins the mental game, or he wins the match?
No, I think he wins it. I think he wins all of it 3-1. I think that
we different opinion right there.
I think that Hermes takes the first, but it's an ugly, ugly, ugly one. It's going to look a whole lot like something in Italy did back in 2017. And then after that, I think Devin has it.
Wow. So, are you saying Devin's the #1 guy in the world right now?
No, Levon is. I don't give a damn if he has a messed up wrist. He would spank all of you with his messed up wrist. He's only stepping away from the table to heal for himself. All right? It's not because y'all would beat him with a messed up wrist.
So you're a fan, huh?
I'm just
All
saying.
right, so if that's the case, let's say LeVon is still the #1 in the world, which until he's dethroned or he's been inactive for a year, according to every ranking system ever in the history of ever for arm wrestling, you have to be inactive for a year prior to be taken off the rankings. I mean, unless there's some new age shit. Now, if an event happened next week, or a month from now, who would win? If LeVon's healthy, I still think LeVon's the favorite. Who do you think is next? Because apparently you just said Devin beats Hermes.
Yes. All right, so now you're really putting me on the spot. And you're going to ask me if I think that Devin Larratt is #2 in the world. I think that there are too many other matches that have to be decided. Okay. I think that he beats Hermes.
So here's the question. Since we're on the subject of you think Devin beats Hermes.
Yes.
Does Devin beat Vitaly Lelettin?
Don't know.
Opinion, based. Just
my opinion?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't been really highly impressed with Vitaly Lelettin's performances as of late.
Huh, he just won the AMC.
Don't care.
Okay. Does he beat Alex Perdecha?
Where is he even competing anymore?
I don't know, but the last time they practiced, Alex was getting the better of him, so that's just practice of it.
Was that 2 years ago?
I don't know, less than a year.
Okay, that's a lot of pancakes
like
ago.
So, yeah, here's my opinion. And I already gave you my opinion. But 2 years ago...
We've never discussed this, as you can tell. He's like speechless.
Yeah, 2
right
years
now.
ago, Devin, in my mind, would have beat Hermes. I do not see him beating Hermes now. I just don't see it.
You don't see it?
No, I just can't find a lane. In my mind, I'm trying to figure out a way that Devin accesses the power he needs to access against that strong hand and wrist post of Hermes. I don't, and the fact that had so much side pressure against Jerry. I don't know. I can't see it.
Okay, so figuring out number 2 is a pain in the ass. It's a pain in the ass because you're going to have A that can beat B, but C that can beat A but can't beat B. I mean, you've got so many different.
I think Hermes
Issues
beats
on the
Gennady
table?
worse than he beat him last time.
You think?
Yeah, and I think that was a bad match for Gennady. 'cause
And
it's
don't
his first
forget
match
about
back.
Rivas. Y'all, he
Oh,
might
shit.
be the
Yeah,
motherfucker.
Rivas might be the man.
He might be the
I completely
motherfucker.
forgot about Rivas. Rivas might be the man.
Y'all are out there forgetting about Rivas, all right? And he's like stalking everybody.
Yeah, Rivas bad, dude. That's the thing.
Did y'all see that match? Dave Chapin, go
Here's
back
the
and
deal.
watch it.
Here's the deal. Well, I'm going to say this. I just saw 3 people roll through this saying Hermes is clear number 2 or Hermes is number 2. Hermes is amazing. What we can say for a fact is Hermes is the East versus West Super Heavyweight World Champion convincingly. But like she said, Rivas might be the man.
Rivas might be the man.
So to say he's a clear number 2 to me is a naive statement because Rivas exists. You know what I'm saying? Like there are other.
And you forgot about him till I brought
until
him
you
up.
brought Rivas up. I mean, and we don't know. I mean, we'll find out in 5 weeks, possibly, if Hermes is better than Devin or if Devin's better than Hermes. Well, I don't know, man. I love the landscape of arm wrestling right now because we have all these questions. We get to find out, right? And so a lot of people are like, well, with Levon there, it's just the arm wrestling's not even fun anymore because we know that one. Well, if Levon's injured currently, let's find out. You know, Hermes right now, in my opinion, is number 2. My opinion. But I did forget about Rivas. So I don't know. Rivas just destroyed Dave Chapey. Now, Devin beat Dave Chapey in what I believe is a more compelling fashion than what Rivas did because he was able to play with him. But that doesn't mean I believe Devin can beat Rivas because I don't know if Devin can stop what Rivas does. You know, Rivas just went right through Dave. Devin kind of toyed with Dave.